everyone. Today we are going to have a look on the user management and the contact person management within the Onventis Supplier Portal. First, we will have a closer look at the centralized user management. In the second part, we check out how users can get assigned to customers and made available as contact person to custom organizations and organizational units. Let's see how this works in the application. The user administration is called centrally from the main menu. This page can only be accessed as a user with administrator rights in their Supplier Portal account. The user administration of the Onventis Supplier Portal enables the creation, editing and deletion of users. After accessing the user management from the main menu, let's get a first overview. The user list contains all users of your company account and displays them in a list with the following information: name and email address, assigned user role, time of last login and the number of assigned customers to this user account. In case there are 0 customers assigned, there's a red symbol shown, which means the user has no access to any supplier account provided by a customer. How to change that, we will see in the second part of that video. Now let's edit a user's details. A mouse click on a user's entry in the users list opens the user detail view. You can change the email address of a user. After you have entered a new email address, the user receives a notification email to both the old and the new address. The email to the new address contains a link that must be clicked to confirm the change. The new email address is only active after confirmation. As long as the change is not confirmed, both the administrator and the user can cancel the change. Additionally, a Supplier Portal administrator can change a user's personal data, business relevant information like position and department, and assign a user role. A user can be assigned to a user role that determines which areas the user can access in the Onventis Supplier Portal. Currently, there are 2 user roles, the standard user and the administrator. Users who are not assigned a specific role are standard users. After login, they have access to the main menu items, dashboard and supplier profile. The supplier profile can only be used in read mode. As an administrator, you have full access to all Supplier Portal sections, where you can change the company data, manage customers, edit users, and so on. Then you can decide to make the user details public on your company's supplier profile. With this setting, this user's contact data will be made visible on your supplier profile for all registered Onventis buyer users. Please make sure to have the user's consent. Finally, you can see the assigned customers. Now let's create a new user directly from the list view. Select the button Add New User in the user list and create a new user in the following dialog. You have to enter the email address of the user, the first and last name, and optionally the user's position in the company. You can also specify whether the user is to be assigned the role of administrator for the company account. After the user has been created, the user receives an email which contains information that a user account was created in the Onventis Supplier Portal. Using a link in the email, the user has to set an own password before logging in the first time. Important: after creating a user, do not forget assign a customer to the user within the customer administration. Otherwise, the user will not have access to any linked supplier accounts. In the next step, I will show you how to delete a user. Decide which user you want to delete. Then choose the drop-down field and click on the Remove User button. In the dialog box that now opens, confirm the deletion of the user. Then the user account is deleted. The deletion is carried out centrally for all supplier accounts which were assigned to this user via the customer administration. In case a user is assigned as a super admin to a customer supplier organization, the user cannot be deleted. You get an info icon shown at those users. Now we want to assign a user to a customer. There are 2 options. you can assign a user to a customer in order to grant access to the linked supplier account, and you can assign a user as contact person to certain customers. So we leave the user management and access the customer management. Per linked customer, you can access the user assignment page by clicking on the user icon. Info. In case there are open user requests from a customer, you get another notification symbol in order to access the user's assignment page. On that user assignment page per customer, you have now the option on the left side to assign a portal user as a user to a customer. This action creates a user in the linked supplier account and therefore grants access for that user. The user will see the customer on its supplier portal dashboard. Any number of users can be assigned to each customer. Additionally, you can decide to make the user to the main user of that linked supplier account. This user is then the so-called super admin. One super admin is mandatory. Note: to add further users to this list, you have to switch back to the user's administration page and add new users there. Finally, I will show you how to provide the contact data of selected users to your customers as contact persons. On the right side of the list, you can select the users whose contact details are to be made available to your customers as contact persons. In case a customer did assign several organizational units to your supplier account, you will see this customer structure on a separate user assignment layer. On that layer, you can assign either the organization or several organizational units to that user. When selecting an organizational unit, the organization of the customer is also selected automatically. As soon as the changes are saved, the responsible supplier managers on the customer side are informed about the availability of the contact data. Also, a buyer is able to create users and can send requests for system access for that user to your supplier portal organization. For each requested user, you can decide to create a new user, link the user to an existing portal user, or to reject the user request. Today, you learned how to manage users as administrator on the Onventis Supplier Portal. You saw how to assign portal users to a customer and, additionally, how to assign portal users as contact persons to customers. If you want to learn more about the portal's customer management, please watch the related video. For further information, please visit our website. Thanks for listening and see you soon.